Hello, Internet. I have a problem. You've had this problem. You were excited, you bought a fantastic bottle of wine, in this case, Domaine Tolobo, and a few things happened, dinner happened, you went out grocery shopping, had to do some cleaning, take care of a few things, and now it's 9 o'clock and your significant other doesn't care to drink anything and you have to wake up for work tomorrow, but you really, really, really want to try it, you're really excited, but you don't want to pull the cork. Well, you're in luck. Technology brings us this. A black box. Not the box. Inside the box is a device called a Coravin. We open Tutankhamun's tomb here, and you have this fantastic piece of technology which will put you out about $300 or so. Yes, you may have spent about 50, 60 bucks on the Tolobo, but you know, if you have a wine that's maybe more than this, like $1,000 or that sort of thing, something like this might be worth your while, because what it is a wine preservation system. It basically displaces the gas that's in the wine and displaces the wine that's in the bottle and replaces it completely with argon. So let's try it out. What you do is you take this and you have this surgical needle here and these arms here. And what you want to do, as scary as it might sound, is split those arms, slide them into the neck of the bottle there, locking the two head pieces underneath the neck of the bottle so it's firmly in place, like so. And then what you want to do is then just press down on the needle into the cork. And what's happening here is the needle is pushing aside the natural cells of the cork, piercing a few, but pushing most of them aside. And the cool thing about cork is it's very resilient and will basically bounce back to reform that seal that's been broken, unlike maybe a synthetic cork, which is into springing, because the cell structures aren't the same, because it's just synthetic little pieces of, you know, polyurethane or plastic or something creepy like that. So what we have now is the wine fully integrated into the Coravin system. We take the bottle, tip it on its side, and then we're going to press this lovely little tab here at the top, which will displace wine with argon in the bottle. Let go, and what it does, it'll keep pouring until I tell it to stop by just turning like that. And then it's done. And what we have here is the wine still perfectly preserved. No oxygen has come in contact with it, so the wine will stay fresh for, they claim, and tests have seemed to have proved, depending on the wine, more than a month or two, which is pretty fabulous, especially if you've, you know, blown a paycheck or two on that $1,000 of Burgundy, you know, that sort of thing. So let's try the wine. And it's corked. Of course it is. No fault of the device, actually. It's the cork has been tainted with TCA, trichloroanisole, and basically turned what usually would be a beautiful Burgundy 90-some+% of the time into kind of a dank, wet dog, moldy piece of cardboard down in the basement of hell. Whatever. Regardless, for a wine like this, I would probably, on a regular basis, if I'm only going to plan to drink it within the week or so, use something more akin to private preserve. You can find these gas canisters. Same idea in general as the Coravin. This is a blend of argon in addition to nitrogen and CO2, all neutral gases, heavy. They don't oxidize wine because they're neutral heavy gases. And this just helps to displace the air that's been left after opening the wine and removing the cork. But if you want to be extremely technical and you really want to see this wine a couple months from now, instead of maybe just a week or two from now, the Coravin is a pricey but fantastic way to go. I'd love to leave this bottle for 2 months and see how it's showing, but honestly, it's kind of toast to begin with because of the cork taint. So we'll say that's that. Then to remove it, just for the sake of knowing, hold the handles here, pull the needle as gradually as you can from the cork, remove it, and as you can see, cork has not been removed, and yet we've still been able to extract wine from it, and it doesn't drip because the cork is resealed. So cool device,
if you've got the money, you know, I definitely would consider it, especially for those special bottles every now and then. And otherwise, in the meantime, I'm going to keep using this and return this. Hopefully they'll believe me, even though it's not been opened. Maybe we'll crack it at the shop. Have a good night.